Hey, what's up, guys? I want to talk real quick about just training and stuff. My progress on the Inch trainer dumbbell with the cup grip has been just extraordinary. Obviously, these are newbie gains, what's colloquially called newbie gains, right? So the nervous system is adapting quickly to the lift, to the movement. I probably already had, uh, I think, general strength in my fingers and wrist from climbing. You got crimps, you got slopers. I already had that general strength. You just had to train and practice. Let's say I've had 6 sessions, so that's maybe around 4-ish hours of training. So I just had to get that, time in to get that general strength and convert it to the specific strength required to lift that dumbbell in that way. And already, guys, I hit 100 and, last week I had to buy new 25-pound weights, new pair of 25s. Thankfully, they're on mad sale right now. So shout out to Cap Barbell for having, decently priced weights. About $1.10 per pound, so not bad at all. So I had to buy those last week because I was already getting up in the weight. Didn't want to use the 45-pound plates because those are just huge and unwieldy. I'm able to really complete the lift, and also the Inch dumbbell. The bells aren't anywhere near that huge. They're probably closer to the size of the 10 pounds. So I didn't want to go, any larger than this because I feel like that might fuck up my specificity for the real Inch dumbbell and, shorten my ROM and everything. So, yeah, I had to buy 2 new 25s when I broke into 100 plus pounds last week. And then this week I break into 150 plus pounds, guys. What the fuck? So I went and bought 2 more. So, jeez, I'm literally going to be able to cup lift probably more than what the actual Inch weighs by the end of this year. If nothing bad happens, knock on freaking wood. Because the real Inch is a bit shy of 173 pounds. Uh, so I'm literally 21 pounds away from that already with my right hand, using again that cup grip. Some of the same side as fingers, a lot of wrist flexion, a lot of fingertips going on there. And yeah, I didn't film this, but right after the Inch trainer work, I went outside to the hang boards, and I stopped doing regular hangs and pull-ups on these because uh, I was feeling that using what I called a straight leg bridge hang, which is basically when you're in like a horizontal position, similar to like a bodyweight row, and I'm hanging from the boards, both hands, and I have like my toes, like the tips of my toes, on a ladder, like in front of me. Okay, so it's like kind of simulating like a front lever, but my toes are assisting me. That has been insane for working not only the fingers, but like core strength and general body tension, connecting the tips of the toes to the tips of the fingers. And that's pretty much what you're doing when you're climbing, You got to connect from fingers to toes. Oftentimes you're only going to have 2 points of contact. So you got to do, one arm, one leg or something. I freaking dominated the two hands on the 6 millimeters with feet on the highest rung of the ladder yesterday. So much so that I went ahead and contacted the dude on Etsy who I bought these hangboards from, because I love them so much. They're so nice and fairly priced, good quality. I was like, hey man, is it possible you can make some 4 millimeter holds? Because I fucking love these. I was telling him about my progress, and he was like, dude, hell yeah, I will just order the 6 millimeters and I will shave them down. You just write a note in your order and I will shave them down to 4 millimeters for you. And I was like, I fucking love you. So I'm about to have those come in probably within a week or two. I thought about, training like a contralateral or like unilateral hang, one arm, one leg, but I don't know. I'd rather just keep going, dude. And if I keep going to 4 millimeters, I'll definitely stop there. Because I feel like anything thinner is just like, I don't know, not gonna last, might just break on me. I tried using the rulers and I about broke them. Those are about 3 millimeters. So it's like, alright, let me just get the high quality, white oak. I think just, try 4 millimeters out. And once I can do a pretty decent hang, excuse me, from 4 millimeters with my toes on the top rung of the ladder, then I'll probably start doing, 2 points of contact or something instead of four. One arm, one leg or something. But for now, it's just like, I don't want to complicate my training too much. Just kind of want to keep going. But yeah, I've been finding those way more useful than regular hangs, like without, with my legs dangling. Because footwork is so fucking important. Core strength is so freaking important for climbing. So I like to connect the whole body, man. I don't like my legs just dangling around. I'd rather have them doing something so that my entire body is working as one unit. It's also I've been liking the L-sit. Sorry, I'm getting like right up into my beard on you. So I've been liking the L-sit pull-ups on rings too because it gives my lower body something like vigorous to do, and also obviously makes the pull-up way more difficult. Been doing them like wide as possible, which is hard as shit, but I can tell it's helping my flexibility. That's one thing I've been working on. And that's kind of why I got back into gymnastics rings recently. Is because with certain variations of exercises, you can not only work like your strength and like your full body tension and balance, you can also work your flexibility. Okay, so my shoulders are pretty tight. I'm now working on opening them up. Okay, uh, talking about flexion and extension behind me. So dips are gonna help with that extension. The wide ass pull-ups and the L-sit working with that working that flexion a little better. Flexibility is super important, and I'm trying to get more and more flexibility work in for my legs and hips too. I know I shared a video maybe like a week ago where I was doing some stretches, some like active stretches and kind of like postures and stuff. That's been nice. I can tell that is helping a bit. And I've been doing a lot of like hamstring kind of exercises on the other rings I have hanging out there, the low rings. I'll like put my toes in there, like ankles extended, and kind of simulate what my feet would be doing on like a steep overhang. And I'd just like keep one with toes pressing down the rings, lifting like my hips off the ground, and then I'll bring the other in like kneading chest and like take pressure off it. So like most of my weight is going into that one foot, that one hamstring glute. Of course, my shoulders still on the ground, so it's not like my entire weight's there, but I'll just do that for like 30 reps or something. Just get like a crazy hamstrings pump, glute pump, even abs working a little bit. That's been a really, really helpful kind of climbing supplemental exercise, you know. I think my footwork is definitely improving from that, and my heel hooks and stuff. I was on a problem the other day that was very, well, two problems that were very heel hook intensive and felt very, very strong. So, um, I guess that's it, guys. That's all I want to talk about. I'm gonna be, I'm definitely going to be lifting more than the equivalent of the inch dumbbell with that cup grip soon. I think by the end of the year I'll be doing it with either hand too, unless something, unless my progress just like immediately stagnates. I may have used up all of my newbie gains, but we'll see. Anyway, that's about it, guys. Take care. Keep working hard. You know, I mentioned in my last video, you know, I kind of filmed most of my cup training on the inch dumbbell. It's like a 30-minute video. I don't know who's watching that, but if you are, I appreciate you. I did talk about, I was talking the entire time. I was like lifting pretty much, and I was talking about like sport psychology and stuff. And I've been looking at that a lot lately and just trying to get my mind right. Uh, I think that's helping a lot too, guys. Just having like a better positive mindset and like mental attitude and stuff. I feel like if your mind is right and you're like psychologically healthy, that can carry on to just your overall health and strength in general. One thing I've been doing lately is I was thinking back to my high school days when I was like on the swim team and stuff. And I remember just not really giving a fuck, to put it bluntly. You know what I mean? I remember just going to practice, having fun, doing what I needed to do, going home, chilling. That's kind of like been my behavior this past month or so. Like I feel like prior to that I was getting a little too, I don't know, like upset if my training days didn't go the way I thought they would. I think I was putting too much pressure on myself. So now I'm trying to like release that pressure and just have fun and like not give a shit how my performance is doing, you know what I mean? And my performance in the gym and outdoors has been great. You know what I mean? I've had some pretty sick sessions recently, so I think it worked for me, just taking that kind of pressure off of me. You know, relieving that kind of like performance anxiety or whatever it is, and just like having fun and goofing around and like, you know, lifting heavy shit, climbing hard shit, you know, whatever. Just having fun, guys. I was watching an interview with Lynn Hill and Chris Sharman. They were talking about this too, how like too many people take climbing too seriously, which sounds kind of ridiculous coming from Lynn Hill and Chris Sharma because they're like, you know, two of the best climbers in the world. But even they were like super chill and talking about, you know, climbing is like life and you have like ups and downs and you gotta just, you know, enjoy the process more than anything. And they were even talking about how they at times took months off when they, you know, started to feel like they were developing a poor relationship between, you know, themselves and like their climbing. And they were starting to like hate what they were doing. They would just take like a month or two off and do something else, and then return to climbing. Uh, that kind of, I don't know, positive attitude and like fun feeling would return too. So hearing that from like elite professionals also got my mind that like I gotta take shit way less seriously. You know what I mean? And I think it's working, guys. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. I think so. Am I forgetting something? I guess that's it. Oh, I remember. I am like, you know, having these long ass videos, kind of filming my full session with these inch trainer dumbbell things. Well, there's only one. I don't know. I made that plural. This thing. Bam, there it is. So, I was thinking maybe next session, if the house isn't chaotic, I'll probably just make that like a live session or something. Yeah, just put that on YouTube, have like a live training video if I can. So let me know if you're interested in that. I think it could be cool. Obviously, I don't know who's gonna. It's probably gonna be like a random time of day or something, but I'm not sure who will be able to watch it live. But I was like, I'm already kind of doing this live with no editing, so might as well just make it actually live. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about doing that next week or whenever I can. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Don't take shit too seriously. Be kind to yourself. Peace.